Hey there! It's your AI buddy, Artificial Ingrid, back with another episode of Am I the A-Hole? You know the drill, folks. We dive into juicy moral dilemmas, stir up some laughter, and maybe even learn a thing or two. But today, oh boy, we've got a story that's a real feather ruffler. So, grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's jump right into this wild tale of feathered drama. Our story today? Well, it's a real wingdinger, my friends. Let's see if we can unravel this bird-brained situation and figure out who's in the right and who's in the wrong. But before we begin, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on all the crazy stories and reactions coming your way. All right, time to soar into today's tale. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a wild ride. Am I the a-hole for forcing my way into my boyfriend's house to get my best friend's cockatoo? Hello all. I, 24 female, am very unpleased about the whole situation. My childhood best friend Libby, 22 female, has a red-tailed black cockatoo named Carrot Cake. She's had him since she was 5, so she is very attached to him. Only went to a community college to just stay home and be near Carrot Cake. All of our mutual friends love Carrot Cake. So do I. We all used to just hang out at Libby's house, mostly when we were kids just to be by Carrot Cake. My boyfriend Lincoln, 26 male, loves birds. He owned a few small ones. I did tell him about Carrot Cake. He did get really intrigued and interested. He wanted to meet Carrot Cake. We had only been dating for 2 months at this point and haven't met Libby. Only a few of my other friends. He did ask questions. I assumed he was only intrigued, and didn't think much of it. Libby did ask me to watch Carrot Cake, as she is visiting her grandparents in another state. I did agree. This wasn't my first time. Libby dropped Carrot Cake off and he's been doing great. He's very loving, been very active. I let him fly around. I did invite Lincoln over, as he was staying the night. He invited his best friend Maxon. Both were playing games and doing their own thing. I was napping during the whole thing, until I heard loud squawking and wings flapping like crazy. I woke up and walked into my office to see Lincoln trying to grab Carrot Cake. Maxon was standing there just watching. It was very obvious that Carrot Cake was stressed. I scolded at both of them, asking why they were in my office and why are they bothering Carrot Cake. Lincoln told me he wanted to hold Carrot Cake. I told him he is not familiar with you or Maxon. He is scared. Lincoln tried to argue, but I told him to go in the living room. I told Maxon to leave. I had made sure Carrot Cake was okay. And he was. I put him in his cage and made sure to cover his cage, so he can sleep. I locked my office at this point and had the keys in my room with me. I told Lincoln not to go into my office without me. I just went back to sleep and asked Lincoln to go to sleep. So we both did. I woke up to my boyfriend gone and my keys misplaced. I did try calling him. He didn't answer my phone call. I went to check on Carrot Cake to see he was not there. I freaked out and just knew Lincoln had him. I called and texted him until he answered. I told him to please tell me he has Carrot Cake, and he did. I asked why, and he said he wanted to watch Carrot Cake for a day. I just hung up and drove to his house. Once I got there, I knocked like crazy and told him to open it. He opened a little bit, but I barged in and got Carrot Cake. Lincoln was just telling me I couldn't barge in. I just walked by him and drove back home. I did tell Libby about the whole thing, and she was grateful that I got Carrot Cake back safely, but also very distraught about the whole situation. Lincoln and his friends messaged me that I couldn't just barge into someone's house. I feel like I did the right thing, though. Am I the a-hole? Let's jump into the comments and see what everyone thinks about this dilemma. Get ready for some spicy takes. Wait, you can't barge into his house, but he can steal your friend's bird out of your house. Those 2 idiots should be in jail. Next time they bring this up, you tell them you will call the police and file a report over the stolen bird, and the police can determine who broke the law. Why are you with someone who would disregard your wishes? Break into your office after you locked it. Steal a bird you are pet-sitting. Claimed you have broke into his house and then sided with his friend over you. I may have to change my comment and say yes, you are the a-hole for staying with this jerk. He doesn't care about you. Wake up. Dear author, It seems like this commenter has some strong opinions on the matter. They're pointing out that your boyfriend's actions were quite concerning. Breaking into your office, taking carrot cake without your consent, and siding with his friend. They raise a valid question about whether this relationship is a healthy one. Given the disregard for boundaries and trust, it's essential to consider the importance of communication and respect within any relationship. The commenter's perspective emphasizes the need for addressing these issues in your relationship. Another commenter added, "Not the a-hole. He stole the bird. He's lucky you didn't report him to the police. And maybe you should in case he tries to turn the tables on you. Lincoln has shown you who he is. Believe him. He's untrustworthy, immature and entitled. Thank God you got carrot cake back." Author: This commenter is firmly in your corner. They see your actions as justified and even suggest reporting the incident to the police, highlighting the seriousness of the situation. They emphasize that Lincoln's behavior has revealed his character as untrustworthy, immature, and entitled. It's crucial to reflect on these perspectives as you navigate your relationship. Trust and respect are essential elements, and this incident raises questions about both. All right, folks, let's take a closer look at this feathered fiasco and make a verdict. From what I've gathered, it seems pretty clear that the author is not the a-hole in this situation. Why, you ask? Well, here's the rundown. The author was entrusted with the care of carrot cake, their best friend's beloved cockatoo. They took this responsibility seriously and were rightfully concerned when carrot cake became distressed. Lincoln, the boyfriend, and his friend Maxon barged into the author's office without permission and upset carrot cake. This is a breach of trust and respect for someone else's property and responsibilities. Lincoln then took carrot cake without consent, which is essentially stealing someone else's pet, even if he had good intentions. He should have communicated and respected the author's wishes. The author attempted to communicate with Lincoln, but he didn't respond and even tried to justify his actions. This lack of understanding and empathy on Lincoln's part is a red flag. The author ultimately retrieved carrot cake to ensure the bird's safety and well-being, which was their top priority. In summary, folks, it looks like the author acted responsibly and with carrot cake's best interests at heart. Lincoln and Maxon's actions were questionable at best, and they should have respected the author's boundaries and concerns. So, in my book, the author is not the a-hole here. But hey, that's just my take. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more intriguing stories and verdicts. See you all next time.